Good afternoon. This is Micah Mitchell with Madison County Weather Updates. We're going to take a look at the weather for the week ahead. This is Monday afternoon. I'm doing this video about 1:20 p.m. So I'll give you a little preview of the 7-day forecast as well. But let's get into this thing and take a look at what we've got. First, we're going to take a look at the radar Omega radar, and we can see that precipitation is pretty well moving out of the region, moving out of the southeastern parts of the Madison County as we go through this late or early afternoon. And from there, little bitty pop-up things can't be ruled out as this low departs. But overall, I think we all picked up some needed rainfall, but it wasn't nearly as much as we needed. But at this point, we'll take what we can get at this time of year. Really, plants can deal with the lesser amounts. It's just all about timing. So we needed a little bit. We got a little bit. And we'll take a look at what's potentially coming to maybe on Wednesday or so. So we're going to go here and take a look at the GFS. Actually, I'm going to go and show you a little bit. Let's go back here to the satellite real quick just to take a larger view. And we can see the upper level low kind of spinning and getting out of here. The initial front that came through kind of washed out. It's redeveloping to the south and to the east. So they may be dealing with some severe thunderstorms to the south and the east. Our next storm maker is coming back here out of the west. And so we'll take a look at that. I'm going to show you the GFS. It's kind of rare that I do the GFS, but I think it actually has a pretty good handle on what's going to happen midweek. So we're going to take a look here. This is from Tropical Tidbits, and we're going to begin this Wednesday morning. And we can see this low pressure kind of coming out of Texas here around this kind of upper level trough that's kind of trying to dig in. And so we'll have this low pressure kind of come across and bring some precipitation ahead. So we'll take a look as we go on and we get into the, here's the afternoon on Wednesday. We got some storm activity back in Illinois. And then we'll take a look as we get into late Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening. You can see it's just kind of patchy. It begins to fill in a little bit late Wednesday into early Thursday as the low pressure begins to you got a main low here, you got a secondary low here, and a lot of times when you have that, the secondary low will kind of rob some moisture from the first, and that's kind of what we'll be dealing with. And then it'll pretty much most of the precipitation should get out of here by late Thursday morning at the pace it's on right now. So if we do well, we might pick up a quarter to a half inch of rain, but we know how these things have been going. They'll look really good and then they'll get close and somehow Madison County generally ends up in the dry slot other than what happened to Elwood the other night. So in northwestern Madison County, but as a whole, you know, we tend to just be dealt these glancing blows. But again, at this point, we'll take whatever precipitation we can get and we'll just kind of advance this on and look as we're into now Friday afternoon. Maybe some very isolated stuff, but really nothing to have mentioned. Then we get into Saturday. Early Saturday, the GFS has this other storm system coming through, and I think it's kind of on track with it. Blows it through in Saturday morning. Again, kind of associated with the low that was up to the north that kind of moved on me here. Let's get back to Saturday. So just kind of in association with a low pressure system that will then move on out. And I think by late Saturday, we're going to be doing, be pretty good. We should be dry Sunday. And then we'll watch this another low pressure system. They're kind of developing one to the north, one to the south. And somehow we're kind of ending up in that little blank window every now and then. Taking a look just much farther out, because I am expecting some heat based on what happened in the Bering Sea a while back. I expect a brief spike up of some temperatures, maybe closer to 90 mid next week, as we'll be watching. You got a decent ridge that'll build up here, and that'll kind of build its way across. Now there are some things that in play that could suppress it, but for now I'm going to stick to thinking that the middle of next week, we might have 2 or 3 days where we get pretty toasty. But there are some tropical cyclones that are back out here over the West Pacific that will potentially make a turn. So we expect a heat shot again the third week of August. As this would indicate, there's a cool down. We've been in this pattern: warm, cool, warm, find it. If these typhoons or tropical systems out in the West Pacific turn and get caught up into the pattern, they tend to break the wave pattern down a little bit, and we could be looking at some cooler temperatures toward the end of August. We'll see how that all plays out because right now forecasting the weather more than 5 minutes in advance has been a real crapshoot. So that'll be all I'm going to deal with for today. We'll take a look here at a preview of the 7 day forecast. Again, I think tomorrow is going to be a pretty nice day. We should drop into the mid to upper 50s tonight if these clouds get out of here. If the clouds stick around, we'll stay in the 60s, but I think they'll get out. So maybe mid to upper 50s tonight, around 80 tomorrow, around 60 Tuesday night. And then we should, bump up to the mid 80s. And then we have this storm system again Wednesday night into Thursday. Thursday might be a touch cooler. Then we'll warm back up for a couple of days. Average right now, high is 83, average low is 64, just to give you an idea. So we're lingering right around average, a couple degrees either side of average until we get to Sunday. Then we'll probably be cooler again Sunday and Monday. And then we'll start to watch as Tuesday and Wednesday of next week come into the forecast as we may be looking at some warmer temperatures. We'll see how that all plays out. And if you donate to this page, thank you very much. Thank you to those of you who have come through for us, for me here in the last few days. You really kind of saved my bacon on paying a couple of things that I use to keep this page going. Thank you, Alex at TrueView Exteriors, and your sponsorship was a massive help as well. If you don't donate to the page, you appreciate what I'm doing here, and you want to see it keep going, please do so, even if it's just random once in a while. If you want to be a monthly subscriber, you can do as little as $1 a month. So anything you can do to help this page out, I appreciate it. Thank you to those of you who have done so, and thank you to all of you for trusting this page and trusting me for your weather. I also want to give a shout out to Byron Jackson from he used to do the Equinox weather, and he helped me out big time Saturday. I was away where I couldn't get a good and reliable radar, so Byron helped me update the page as well. So thank you to Byron for doing that. So with all that said, this is Micah Mitchell with Madison County Weather Updates. Have a great day.